Hi, it's Lisa Cuneo, and welcome to my scrapbook table. Today is day 14 of May I Scraplift You, and I am scraplifting Shannon Keith, who is Creative Chaos in Tennessee. And I chose this layout of hers, and I think the reason it appealed to me is because it looks like a layout I would create if I were just working on my own. So I have these 4 photos from our vacation last summer. I only used 3 of them. You can see that I've already typed out my journaling there. First, I have a kit. I don't know where this kit came from. I may have picked it up on the free table at a crop. I'm not sure. I also have these great tags. They're called chipboard, but they don't feel like chipboard to me. They feel more like acrylic, but I really like them. They're from Felicity Jane. And at first I thought I was going to use the red as my background, but then I opted to go with this off-white that was included in the kit and use the pattern that has like USA and Brave as one of my 6x6 squares. And it's not actually 6x6, but it doesn't matter. That part's covered up. And then use this dark red. I love this color. Dark red is my favorite color. I wish I had a car that color. But here's how those are going to go. And then I'm going to put a navy print that's kind of a distressed looking navy across the center, which will fill that gap. And plus my photos are going to be in the middle. So the gap between the 2 squares isn't going to matter. And here's that blue. Seeing if I can figure out how to get it straight. The T-square ruler just didn't want to hold still for me. There we go. So on this cruise, this was not our first cruise. We had done another one in the past, but this was our first cruise on Royal Caribbean. And I don't know if they do this on every cruise or if there was some special purpose. It was not around like Memorial Day, 4th of July, or Veterans Day, so it wasn't that. But it was a really touching tribute to veterans. And there were probably 60 veterans from the passengers and crew. And just to see them all and have them be recognized was very special. The picture of the man, the older man there, he reminded me of my dad. And yes, his hat says Army and my dad's said Navy, but it just struck me that he reminded me of my dad. And so I'm deciding where I'm going to put the tags. At first I thought I would do 3, but I ended up only doing 2, which leaves me 3 or 4 for some other projects, so that's nice. These stickers are from Karen Foster. There are 2 sheets of them. And they are, well, no, one is from Karen Foster. It's from 2005. The other one is from a company called Rocky Mountain Scrapbook Company. And there is no date on that. But they're old. But they worked with this. And so I'm choosing some stickers and where to put them. It took me a long time. I cut a lot of footage out to figure out how to arrange my photos and journaling. The sizes I had at first, it was much better if the photo of the gentleman was on the right. But he's looking to the right, and I didn't want him looking off the page if I could avoid it. So I spent a long time rearranging photos and trimming, and then I did matte all of them either in navy or a dark, almost brown red color. Now I'm adding more stickers. I added Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. And today I am thankful for is what that whitish or off-white tag from Felicity Jane says. And I was debating. There were some ribbons included in this kit, and I really liked them. They were too short, though, to tie, so I was thinking, what am I going to do? And I tried a few different things. I think you'll see in a minute that I actually do try to tie it in a knot. That did not work. Yeah, No. So I thought, well, maybe I could just put this string around it, which was also in the kit. It's kind of a thin red ribbon, burgundy ribbon. But that started to look too feminine, like to have a bow there. I don't know. So, yeah, there I'm trying to tie it. So I was thinking, and I grabbed my box where I keep fibers and ribbons and such. And I just had some plain twine in there. And that's what I ended up using. And I like that better than the red ribbon. Though the red ribbon would have been fine. I just didn't feel like it fit very well. So I ended up, once I found the twine, I tried tying it and I needed another hand. So I paused the camera and went upstairs and had my daughter give me a hand. And now you can see I have them tied. The navy ribbon is tied with just a natural colored twine. And I'm doing that just to kind of make the twine a little more pliable. It was pretty stiff. And I just work it with my fingers for a little while until it will move the way I want it to. And I thought I might put the red at the top and the white toward the bottom, but then I flipped them. I'm adding another sticker from that Karen Foster sheet. It says Broad Stripes, Bright Stars. And so my journaling just says, we were touched by the tribute to United States veterans in the Centrum on one of our days at sea. There were veterans from all branches of the service, some in their 80s, and several of the crew were veterans too. Musicians played the songs representing the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and while each one was played, veterans from that branch went to the stage, with the elderly being helped by their younger counterparts. It was a lovely ceremony, and you could tell that it meant a lot to the veterans and their families. This is the only sticker I used from the sheet that is from the Rocky Mountain Scrapbook Company. I trimmed it down, and it is a sticker, but for the life of me, after I cut it, I could not get the backing to come off, so I just glued it down as is. I don't know how well that'll hold up over time, but I'm not worried about it. But I wasn't going to spend any more time trying to get it off. I was ending up ripping I felt I was going to rip the points of the star when I was working on it, so I just glued it down. And that seemed to work out. I will have links in the description box below to Shannon's channel here on YouTube. And I hope you'll go and check that out. She has great ideas, and she's so fun to listen to. She always cracks me up. And I just added the date and a little bit of information there at the bottom. I thought I might have trouble writing on this textured paper, but it did okay. So there are still shots coming up in just a moment. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you will like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And go check out Shannon's channel. Here's the still shots. You have a great day. Bye.